Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. So, when you have amblyopia, you have one or maybe even two, but one eye that's suppressed. It's been kind of deactivated because the brain can't make sense of the electrical signals coming from each eye. So it's decided it would rather just switch one eye off. And over time, the connection between the eye, the retina in fact, and the brain becomes degraded. Now, there are many reasons why that can happen, from physical reasons like damage to the cornea, very large differences in the refractive index of the lens, one eye very long-sighted, one eye very short-sighted, misshapen eyeballs, damage to the muscles, damage to the optic nerve, and even inside the brain after brain damage or trauma or just genetic problems. Some aspect of the visual processing system in the brain, which is actually composed of very specific individual parts hooked together in quite a complicated, very complicated way. Now, to regain the use of an amblyopic eye, or to become better at using it, two things that can be problematic are contrast and crowding. Typically with an amblyopic eye, you'll have trouble with low contrast and also have trouble picking objects out of a complex background. So here's a really simple prototype. Let's take a look at it. So, everybody right? Every time we kill a mosquito, the contrast gets less and less. So it starts off easy and it gets harder and harder. And so we're right down to the last one. Where are you? Gotcha. Then we move on to the next challenge. Same thing again, except every time we hit a mosquito, we add noise to the background. Now this is only a prototype, and we would probably add background that looks more like the legs of a mosquito, etc. And there's obviously a problem with the random number generator inside Pocket Code, because objects aren't being placed that randomly. Come on. Where are you? Okay, actually it looks to me like there might even be a bug now in Pocket Code. That's the thing about working on prototypes. It's not always so reliable. No, it's a bug in the engine. Okay, but you get the general idea. We incrementally reduce the contrast, so we can actually measure when a player is no longer able to keep up. We get some sort of quantifiable measurement of how well they can cope with contrast, and then over time we can see if they are able to improve their ability to catch more mosquitoes at lower contrast. And here we have the same thing but with crowding. At which point are they unable to see the mosquitoes because they can't separate it from the background. If I kill a few more mosquitoes, the whole background fills up with these lines, you see. So yeah, there's a prototype, and I'd like to add more highly specific, very, very focused games on specific aspects of amblyopia, so that we can use this both as a diagnostic and a training tool. And also potentially to validate and verify progress over time, which is really the dream. When you have hundreds of thousands of people using this, it's possible with A/B testing, giving people different versions and so on and so forth, to get some statistical oversight. Is this helping, and to what degree? Because with a larger sample size, a really large sample size, you can smooth out a lot of noise, a lot of different phenomenon happening at the interface with the user or the circumstances of the user. Okay, there we go. Another prototype.